So today we will be solving question number 2178, and that is maximum split of positive even integers. What the question says is that we need to split up our even numbers in such a way that they are sum makes up or sums up to the given final sum, and those numbers which we are taking as a part of sum should always be distinct, and the number should not be odd. Okay, we should always sum even numbers. The given number should always be even. That is the case because we are always summing up the even, so the total sum would always be even. So any odd in our final sum would always be rejected, and for evens we will be needing to calculate the final answer. So let us carry on, or let us start the question. So uh, first come first serve. So what is our first and the very first logic is that if final sum modulus 2 is not equal to 0, that is if that is odd, please do return an empty array, because that is not the case possible. Okay, now two more things, that is if the final sum is 2 or if the final sum is 4. So uh, we need to give output of the numbers that sum up to that number. So we can pre-calculate that if it is 2 or if it is 4, both are even, so we can just uh, return them in our vector, and yeah, that will be our answer. So if the final sum is equals to 2 or the final sum is equals to 4, then what we need to do is return them keeping in our vector. So return the vector with final sum, that is it. Now we will be calling our answer function. What we will be passing is first and foremost a vector that will be storing all the elements that sum up to the final sum. So we require a vector of long, very important, long, and we'll be naming it resultant. Okay, so we will be passing our resultant vector, we will be passing our final sum, we will be passing something as our current sum, and that will always also be same as our final sum. Okay, why I'll be telling in later. Final sum, and then we will be passing yeah, current, and what current will be storing is current will be storing what at what count of even we are. Okay, at what count of even we are currently at. Okay, and finally yeah, so let us just keep it till here. After this we will be seeing what we need to do. So let us create a bool. Why a bool? We will be seeing. Okay, bool answer, what we are passing, vector of long, res ampersand res, sorry, and integer, or it should be long current sum, and long final sum, and long current. What is current we will be seeing, but before that let me just make it smallest, then we move on. uh, Current sum is the subtraction of numbers that we are doing to our final sum. Okay, so like if it was 12, so 12, now if I had subtracted 2, so it would now would have been 10. So we will be seeing if that reaches 0 or not. If that reaches 0, then yes, we are good to go with the answer, else we will be seeing other answers. Okay, so if um, current sum goes less than 0, or sorry, first if it is equals to 0, then return a true. Yeah, that is good to go, very nice. If at any case current sum goes less than 0, or current goes um, current sum goes less than current, what is this? I'll be explaining this. Return false. Please do remember this point. I need to explain this point. Okay, I need to explain this point. Okay, so whenever we are at these two things, we will be returning a true and a false. True when it is 0, and false when it goes less than 0, or when current sum is less than our current. Okay, now iterating for int I is equals to current, I is less than final sum. Why I is less than final sum? Because if we just include I is equals to final sum, then we would be subtracting the final sum from final sum, and that is the most lowest case that is possible. That is, if you are having 12, you can subtract 12 from 12 and you will be getting 0. But that is not the proper case. You need to subtract all the smaller even numbers so as to get the final sum. Okay, we need to add up many smaller even numbers so as to get a final sum. Okay, we cannot subtract our final sum from final sum and receive a 0, and yes, we say yippee, we got the answer. But that is not the answer. Okay, what we are looking for. So always a less than. We will not be taking equal to, because we will not be taking the final sum as our number which we will be subtracting. So now res dot push back um, I. Okay, take this I and then call for, now this is the time to backtrack. So call for res, call for current sum minus I. That is it. That is for sure. Final sum remains as it is, and my current goes plus 2. Okay, the very next integer, so as to be distinct, always should be greater than plus 2 times the previous I. So if the previous I was 2, the next number would be starting from 4 itself. Okay, is that so? Yeah, that is so. Then after doing all this, please res dot pop back the previous number, and yeah, we need to do one more thing. If keeping this in our bool condition, because our answer would always return a bool value. So if this is true, if the current sum returns true, um, then only you return true. Okay, else you need not return a true. If this returns true, if this returns a true, then only then at that moment only you return true, else you need not return a true. If you hadn't returned a true in this for loop, in the tail case, in the tail recursion, okay, so just return a false at the very last. I was to explain this condition. Why? Supposingly, uh, we are having a number as 8. Okay, supposingly we are having a number as 8. Okay, so what we try forming it with first taking 2. Okay, then we added 4. Okay, now what is left what is left 2 and 4 are used, 6 minus 4, 8, that is, so 2 is left. Okay, 2 is left, but now my current is 6. Okay, my current is 6, current sum is 2, that is left, 2 is left. Okay, so let me just write it. Current sum is equals to 2, and current is equals to 6. Now in that case, if I just go beyond this, the answer would always be in negative. Okay, in negatives, it would result into some negative number, because then this will be subtracting. So current sum minus I, it would be current sum is 2 minus 6, because my I would be equal to my current, and that is now 6. So current sum would now be negative. We would be going here, and then we would be seeing that, oh shit. So to eliminate these cases, we can just treat it here only. If ever my current sum goes less than my current, so at that moment only I'll be returning a false, and yeah, I'll be dealing with my base cases or the negatives right here only. Okay. If current sum goes equal to 0, then please return a true, and yeah, that is it. After all this, when we are here, we need to just see that if this returns a true, if this returns a true, so please do return res. whatever rest would be carrying. Else just return an empty array, and yeah, that is good to go. Let me just see. And one more thing, current would be 2, and yeah, that is it. That is good to go. That is good to go. Yeah, that is accepted. And when I just submitted, that would also be accepted. Yeah, that is accepted. uh, I was trying to do it from the last 13 hours, but I was getting a TLE. But yeah, I was able to make it 25 minutes ago. But yeah, so yeah, that was it for the video, and hope you liked it. If you have any doubts, please do comment it down in the comment section. And yes, we will be meeting in the next video. Till then, bye and take care.